this is such a cautionary tale. So one of the things that I think maybe people are kind of thinking about right now, well, this is rare. This isn't typical behavior. This is just over a holiday weekend, low level staff, treating you in this way. But I want to remind everybody, she has a father who's a state trooper. She herself is educated with means, had a supportive friend show up, family was called, everyone comes in and intervenes. This is just a misrepresentation of just one medical condition. And even that, and the way that we electronically share records now, I see this all the time. These labels are haphazardly placed on someone based on brief interactions. And now these labels bias every medical professional that will evaluate this person in the future. So not just you, Kaycee, we're talking about clients of mine, people I've met, my own experience in the system. Now, you provided a little bit of a 24-hour experience of losing your freedom, even being placed in handcuffs, being forced drugged into sedation without your consent. Now, what has been your experience? You're from the academic side or from your previous work in the mental health system. What has been your experience with psychiatric holds, psychiatric hospitalizations, and forced commitments?
Yeah, I can tell you from a professional side, the research I have is a lot of preliminary, just kind of qualitative stories. And so I've got a lot of like personal stories I've heard, but I can tell you just from what I've personally observed when I worked in community mental health was patients would go into these 72-hour holds. And I can tell you, and usually what had happened that got them there was they were really angry at something. They're pissed off, and they said, "Oh, I could just die right now." These were people who had, maybe some impulse control, but they didn't actually want to die. They just needed someone to just kind of talk them down a little bit. And so what would happen was they get put in because they made the comment. They said, "I just want to die right now," or whatever that may be. Got them in, and I can tell you that by day, they calmed down by day one. Day two, be a little agitated. Day three, they miss their friends. Day three, they want their family. Day three, they want out. Day three, they're worried about their job because they haven't had a chance to call their boss to say why they're missing for 3 days and they haven't been able to tell them, I need 3 sick days because you don't get your phone. You don't get phone privileges there. And when you do, you better have that number memorized. How many people have I don't know my work number memorized. And so, day three, they're worried. Now their life, they're thinking, I don't think I want to live because when I get out of here, my job might be gone because I just went, AWOL for 3 days straight. My family, I'm embarrassed that I'm in here just because I just got mad. Not everybody has a support system, like I do. And I would see at that 72-hour mark, they actually were suicidal. What wasn't suicidal in the beginning, now this is hopelessness. Now this is, I've lost my job. I haven't seen my kids for 3 days. I haven't seen my spouse for 3 days. My spouse is mad at me because they had to take off work because they had to watch the kids. And now I've seen their life spiral. And guess what? When you're actually suicidal at that 72-hour mark, when they do that reassessment, you're going to be in there even longer. And I'm lucky that I knew that knowledge to keep it cool so that that did not happen to me.